Heidi ho neighbors, Radagoji here.
I'm Soylent Greg.
And welcome back to more Link's Awakening Randomizer fun.
Yeah, this fucking labyrinth from hell.
Yep, so, in the meantime, I did get the magic powder from the little game here, and that opens up quite a few things for us.
Excellent.
First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the Mysterious Woods, and get the raccoon out of the way. You might notice a little bit of difference in the tracker. Okay. I had to, reload this and put everything else back in.
I certainly didn't.
But I did change a few things around here and there about like what was labeled and stuff, just to make it easier on myself.
Nice.
I can't go that way.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing the Link to the Past randomizer later, and it has just made me painfully aware of how insanely difficult this thing that you are doing is.
Yeah.
Because it has an entrance randomizer, and the thought of doing an entrance randomizer, even on a game where I've played several seeds before, just completely makes me want to curl up into a ball and cry. Yeah, so I'm impressed.
I just beat the one I had going on my my computer at work that I play at during lunch breaks and whatnot. I just beat that one today. And I ended up having to look up the sequence in the Windfish's Egg because it put me in another position where I couldn't complete the trading sequence.
Oh shit!
So I had to look look up what the possible paths were for that.
This guy knows his Link's Awakening.
But I was basically like waiting on the boots and the rock feather to get anything.
Oh.
And then I found them both in level 5.
Excellent. Oh, hello.
Alright, so we can get up here now. This is going to open up a couple of chests for us. It's money. As well as at least an entrance or two. So we can finally go up in here.
Oh, yeah, here's the telephone booth. Oh, we don't have a shield for it to eat, do we?
It can't eat the mirror shield, I don't think.
Okay. You're absolutely correct. Oh, my goodness.
It's level 7.
This is Eagle Rock.
Eagle Tower.
Eagle Tower. Eagle's Tower.
But it has the Turtle Rock palette, so I guess you could call it that.
That's probably right.
Whoop.
What music is that?
The Animal Village music.
I thought so.
I'll come back to that later.
The swamp.
I actually did all of the dungeons in quick succession on my other seed earlier today, and that's where I found out that you can indeed beat Eagle's Tower without using the Rock's Feather at all. You still need other things like the Power Bracelet and whatnot.
It's blowing my mind right now that you're doing that without needing Bow Wow.
Oh yeah, you can just
light them on fire. It's a telephone.
Good. That's what I wanted.
Hidden deep in the rear of the swamp, past the many dangers, is a telephone.
Well, the Windfish is dreaming this. So...
Yeah, that's the kind of thing you're like, there was a telephone at the end of the swamp. That's some David Lynch shit. What's this? Money. Okay.
All right.
Pointless. We have so much money already.
Now, while we weren't able to get bombs from the trendy game, instead we were still able to get the magic powder, so we didn't have to go to the witch's hut or anything like that. But having magic powder does give us access to bombs.
It does?
If we go to one of the Mad Batters...
Okay.
Because we already have the capability of holding bombs.
Okay.
He will get one of the options he'll give us is to increase the amount of bombs we can carry.
That's right.
And if we tell him we want to increase the amount of bombs we can carry, it will fill it up to max.
Excellent.
So
our arms dealer, we shall meet him
presently.
Presently, yes. Thank you.
I need to find out how to get to one of them here. Because it's kind of a... Well, I could probably swim down there, damn. It's gonna be a... Well, actually, I can just... Because either way, I would have to swim to one because I don't have a power bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a power bracelet to get through here either. Because you need a power bracelet to get to this part.
Yeah, this is a fuck.
How did we get out in the first place? Well, actually, we can just go to town... And then we're right near one, so...
Yeah, there's one in Bow Wow's... the non-Bow Wow opening of the Bow Wow house.
No, it's the Quintuplets house.
Oh, it's the Quintuplets
house. It's alright.
This is why you're the expert, and I'm...
I think the Bow Wow house is nothing but crap we can't do. That's the Flying Rooster, and that is completely useless. So, yeah, I may be entering and exiting a few things here and there, just in case you remember. I did experiment earlier. I did find out you do need the level 2 power brace to open that.
Okay.
So I was right. Also, I did make a bit of a correction. I forgot to mark the last unique chest out of level 1. So right now, we don't need to go back to level 1 for anything.
Good.
So once we get bombs, then we can go and get a few more things in some of the dungeons. Mm-hmm. I also noticed that there is the one cave down on the beach. I don't know if we've already been there or not. I wasn't going to check through all, like, an hour and a half worth of footage.
Yeah, it's a lot of footage.
Check that, but...
Oh, yeah, here we go. This is the baddie boy.
Yep. And then whenever we get around to going to the other one, we can just say to do magic powder on that. So yes, I'm ready. No magic powder. Yes to BAMs.
Huzzah!
Now we have 60 bombs.
Now you have all the bombs.
Yep, all the bombs we'll probably ever need. So from here...
Drop your bombs between the minarets, down the Casbah way.
I don't get that.
Really?
Yeah.
Sharif don't like it.
Oh... I have heard that song a lot, but it's not one that I listen to a lot. But yeah, I don't remember a lot of the.
Sorry,
I don't remember a lot of the lyrics.
Well, that's a deep cut for you classic rock heads out there.
Sorry,
I know you're listening.
I'm not a huge fan of the Clash.
Listen, next time, I only do the absolute, like, deep cut Blue Oyster Cult references, okay? I'm not talking like Burnin' for You or Don't Fear the Reaper.
Or Godzilla.
I mean like the Workshop of the Telescopes.
Only 3 songs that I know from Blue Oyster Cult. I'm a noob when it comes to Blue Oyster Cult. But those 3 songs are damn good.
They're so good. I really want to go see them one of these days before they retire, because I've missed so many classic rock bands before they've retired. I missed Rush. I missed Black Sabbath. You know.
Did you miss... well, you sort of caught the last Tragically Hip one, didn't you? You watched it on streaming or something?
Yeah.
That's close enough.
Well, I saw the Tragically Hip, like, 8 times. I mean...
They're like,
it's hard to be, you know...
They're like your favorite band, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay.
It's hard to not be, you know, satisfied with that. Although I wish I could, you know, see them again.
I never saw Rush in concert, but
either.
I'm not a big concert goer.
But I watched Rush in Rio on the big TVs at Circuit City while I worked like 35 times, which is almost the same thing.
There you go. I have that on DVD, and I need to watch that. This is the closest I'm ever going to get to seeing Rush live. They'll play Tom Sawyer, which I think in Brazil was the theme song to MacGyver.
It was. I think that was. We learned that on the special features of that DVD. They showed like the MacGyver like opening credits, and then it was like. Yeah, you all know the intro to Tom Sawyer. If you don't, stop watching this right now and go listen to Tom. Put Tom Sawyer Rush in your YouTube bar.
Yeah, you'll see the like the official
yes,
everything.
The official everything.
Yes.
That's the name of our upcoming podcast, The Official Everything.
The Official Everything.
I like that.
Yeah, we're not doing the podcast this week.
Yeah, we're not. We're doing 2 LPs instead.
And to be honest, like the game industry has been pretty like on the lowdown lately.
Yeah, I mean there's been some controversies, but there's nothing I particularly want to talk about.
Like the only thing, I mean, I just found out less than an hour ago that Reggie Fils-Aimé was retiring, but
yeah, that's sad.
Like
Bye, Reggie.
The only other thing I can think of,
I mean,
the only other thing I can think of was, oh no, Bethesda fucked up again with Fallout 76.
Anthem is bad, and there's the whole thing with Catherine, but I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
The whole thing with Catherine?
Yeah. The new...
well, I know that the remaster's coming out.
There's a remaster coming out in September, and there is... it's come out in Japan already, and some of the content that is in it is I don't really want to talk about it. I don't want to get into an argument about it.
Well, I mean, you're not going to get an argument with me.
No,
but,
I still want to play Catherine, but I might just end up buying, because there's a Catherine Classic on the PC now that's like $20 on Steam. I might just play that instead.
Does it have, just, I guess, a quick question, does it have anything to do with the new Catherine character?
No. It's, okay. It's apparently...
I mean, I only know basic things about the game to begin with.
People keep going back and forth on it, because there's, like, obviously everybody is working off of, like, Japanese translations and things, but there appears... You know that the original had a character who was transgender, and some of the dialogue relating to them and etc., particularly for the time, you know, that it came out, would be considered kind of transphobic today.
Yeah.
And apparently one of the new endings, kind of, from what I've heard, like I said, I haven't confirmed this, I haven't played it, it hasn't come out in English yet, localizers haven't finished with it, presumably, but apparently makes that worse, in a way that's making some people angry. One of the people who's, like, the big people who, like, does competitive Catherine. I didn't even know this was a thing. Like, the puzzle game that it is has, like, a competitive scene, has quit the competitive scene because of it. So yeah, it's a big thing, but it's also the kind of, like, outrage thing that I don't like touching.
That's useless.
Oh yeah, I don't like touching at all on the podcast. Because it invariably winds into the political, which I don't like doing on the podcast.
Right.
So.
Nobody likes doing that on the podcast.
Nobody likes us doing that on the podcast.
We know this because of the feedback of 0 people.
Well, nobody has told us to keep doing it, so by that metric, I have to say that nobody likes it.
No bueno.
Yeah, enjoy our. I was going to say, enjoy our politics video podcast coming shortly. It's going to be the most awkward podcast in human history.
We talk about politics, but we don't want to make anyone angry.
Exactly. So, how about those politics, y'all? Gonna be an election here in like a year. Definitely things are gonna happen then. Or not. You know, whatever's cool with you. I like this idea. The, like, most inoffensive politics podcast.
Whatever's cool with you.
You know, whatever's cool with you.
That's the name of the podcast.
Whatever's cool with you.
Alright, so I've headed back in here because we have bombs now, so we can do a lot more things. Well, I say a lot more things, but...
Like 2 more things.
Like 2 more things, but... It'll make
back
it easier.
onto the game, sorry.
Yeah, it'll make it easier when we come back later. Because, for one thing, I can open up the shortcut here by beating the Dodongo worms. And,
yeah.
There's another chest that I can get while I'm here. I think a couple of other chests.
Live in terror of my 60 bombs. Yeah, I can just waste them. My money good. My money good.
Alright.
Whoa!
I showed you that last time.
Yeah, but I think I forgot.
Now I'd like hearts, please. Let's see what's in here. The hookshot!
The hookshot! Genius!
Shabam. So we can go
that wonderful feeling of getting a progression item after you've been looking for one.
Yeah, it's I mean, we'll see how it truly pans out once we crack open like millions of progression.
Yeah.
I can't hookshot across that, unfortunately, but
hookshot link, it's in the game.
It's gonna eventually get to a point where there's gonna be like 1 or 2 items that we're still missing.
Yeah, that happens pretty much every time I do a randomizer.
Oh, I should gotta mark that too. So there's one other chest in here. I know where it is. Well, I mean, there's obviously the one over there, but I can't get that without the Pegasus boots, and I can't get the one near the beginning without the Pegasus boots either, so I think those are the only 2 remaining chests. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, Alright, so let's get out of here. I'm also gonna unmark the bomb marker here.
Very good.
And where else?
So what does that open up for us? There's a hookshot cave underneath of the K. That's the.
Oh, there's some stuff I forgot to mark on the tracker.
Okay.
Give me one moment.
No problem.
I'm gonna fix this real quick.
I'm just looking. That's the only place I see a hookshot marker on the map. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. We had to update the tracker a bit.
I forget there were a couple of squares in the mountain range I forgot to mark.
Yeah, with the lady who's a baby and
all that.
Wah! Wah! Feed me, Link! Wah! Then the baby she's holding looks at you and tells you the day that you will die.
I wouldn't put it past it in the randomizer. It's creepy enough as it is.
Up next on Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening creepypasta reading.
I mean, we've already picked this music for the overworld.
I know. A photorealistic drawing of my family's skeletons in the dungeon? It's more common than you think.
Kill your family. The Bendy Man is in this game.
That's exactly what's in the books in the library. Is the Bendy Man says to kill your family.
All right. I think the other bomb thing that I was holding off on was level 5.
Yes.
I know that I can't really get too far in there, but with the hookshot, I know of at least one thing I can get.
Excellent.
And at the very least, I can.
God, you really need the damn
power bracelet.
Power bracelet at some point.
Rock's Feather and the power bracelet are like the most important things right now.
Yes.
Followed by the Pegasus boots. At least I got the hookshot though. How do I get to Animal Village?
You say
through the warp. The warp is right outside, but I need the
something Hakuna Matata. Copyright claimed by Disney.
Oh, okay. I got
there
an
we
idea.
go.
I know what to do.
Excellent.
All right, so go through here. Yeah, because that'll take this path. That'll take us back out to the
Just take the acorn and shove it into your mouth. Just rip it with your teeth.
Takes us here, and then there's the opening B, which will take us right to Richard's house.
Excellent.
And I have a hookshot, so I can actually stun the Armos before it attacks me.
Oh, very good.
So that's going to make that easier.
That the passageway to Richard's house involves disturbing a living statue.
Or...
Wait, that's not right.
That's not right.
That's no bueno. The fuck?
Oh, I did mark that as a feather. Oops. I was looking at the wrong square altogether. That's B. Richard's house led there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So I guess we're taking the long way around to get to the warp. Because the warp is the only way I know that I can actually get to the frickin' Animal Village. No, actually, I can swim around here.
Look, the mercy of the randomizer is not necessarily just. we're dealing with some things here.
The mercy is few and far between.
Yes.
There we go. I just have to I just gotta start thinking outside of what I'm used to. I mean, even this is like, well, I don't know, maybe the 6th or 7th seed that I've just straight up played.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still having trouble here and there, just like thinking in terms of I can open that with bombs.
Oh no, I mean, geez, you're doing insanely well for this being like the 6th or 7th seed you've played, considering, you know, this is so freaking complicated.
But I still keep thinking like straightforward in terms of like, you know, the actual game. So like I keep thinking I can just cut through here. Oops, I don't have this. And that's the part of the fun and the challenge. Actually,
oh yeah, and sometimes it leads to pissed off moments. I had an amazingly pissed off moment today where I oh wow, that's the library.
Yes.
Nice.
So that's going to be important.
That's very important. Had an extremely pissed off moment today when I was doing a randomized Link to the Past seed, and I got all the way through the Desert Palace and realized that you need to light those 4 braziers at the end to make the wall move back to open up the boss room, and I had no means of creating that flame. Had no torch, had no lamp, had no fire rod.
Come in!
Like,
come
damn
on,
it!
fire!
Damn it! I went through this entire. Oh my goodness!
It's in level 7 music, but we're in level 5. And we can get that straight away.
You have entered a world of sight and sound. Was this just like, how close do our lawyers say we can get to the Twilight Zone theme before we actually get sued?
I like the gray water. That's kind of a neat thing with this palette, I guess.
It's just gross. I mean, it's a nice effect. It's gross. It makes me think of like the water coming out of like a camper. Oh, Jesus, really? You hate to see that. You hate to see the beak. You got beaked. Link to the Past has the 10 arrows. This game you get beaked.
Were that a Judas Priest title, that would be the name of this video. Alright, let's take care of Master Skull real quick. Because I can get a thing right after I'm done with him.
You like my decoration? I made a really crude skull on the floor. Oh, geez, how do we beat him? Oh, yeah.
You don't let him move. That's how you
Pretty
beat
much. Smackety. Bombity. He's just so... Oh, I'm angry.
Yep.
He's just so ridiculous.
And this will have what he would normally drop, and then in this case it's the frickin' map. Okay, that's useless. Thank you.
But, now you know how to get around the dungeon.
I know how to get around the dungeon anyway.
I know.
That's
the joke.
I don't know why I keep trying to explain jokes.
No, it's endearing. It is. Oh, yeah, this is the thing where you dive. Yeah, bluebirds are down here.
You see, the owl statue would have told me stuff about that if the text boxes weren't disabled.
Yeah, don't go up there. You'll get stuck and soft lock the game.
And I just need the hook shot to get across here.
Oh, very good. Really inconvenient of them to not leave that ladder extended. Oh, the big key. Boss key, sorry.
It's Nightmare's key, but...
Oh, that's right.
It's either way. It's big key, boss key, it's all the same thing.
It's the important key.
The key you need to beat the dungeon.
The key you need what to beat the dungeon?
Yeah. Let's go with that.
How does that acronym out? Yeah, never mind.
Never mind.
Nah, fuck it.
It's just the boss key. Alright. If we go up here, we need the Rock's Feather, so I can't go that way. And to the right is Master Skull again, and we don't need to fight him again.
It's simply called Key. A new fragrance by Estee Lauder.
And I think we can go over here. Yeah, there's a couple things we can get over here.
Okay, good. Maybe one of them is the bracelet.
Maybe.
Or the Rock's Feather. Or the bracelet with the Rock's Feather stapled to it.
Oh, that'd be nice. How's this for 2 dungeon items in 1 dungeon, huh? And it's money.
Yay!
Money doesn't really matter that much. I mean, all we really need it for is like the shovel and the Frog Song of Soul really is like the only thing we need it for. I mean, I'm planning on stealing the bow. I know it's not something that I normally do, but at the same time, I don't have any text boxes to call me thief.
Hey, that's a good point.
So I don't care.
Oh,
that's a key.
I mean, yeah, technically it's necessary, but, It's a beak! It's another beak!
It's all beaks.
Attention! Beaks are the world. Beaks are the children.
I'm just gonna go ahead and fight the mini bosses. I know the mini bosses are a pain in the ass here, the Gomas, but I'm gonna get them out of the way.
Imagine all the eagles. Beaks are stuffed in chests. Ooh. For dry red eyes, Fire Rod is awesome.
I know you were trying to do Ben Stein, but it sounded like your Richard voice.
I just realized that they're kind of the same thing.
They are. Well, sort of.
But Ben Stein is the rich guy, apparently.
Well, he has a lot of money that you could win at one point.
Oh, yeah, man, those were the days.
Wonder if he still has a lot of money.
Remember when Jimmy Kimmel was just the asshole co-host on Win Ben Stein's Money?
No, I remember when he was one of the asshole hosts of The Man Show. And that got him to be on Win Ben Stein's Money because Comedy Central was like, here's Jimmy Kimmel. He's like the most hilarious guy ever, don't you think? And I'm like, well, I think I agreed at the time, but I'm like, no. I think Adam Carolla was also on The Man Show, and he was all right. And then they replaced both of them with, I don't remember I don't remember both of them. One of them was Joe Rogan.
Jimmy Kimmel is not funny, was not funny, and will never be funny.
And now he's a talk show host. Just like Jimmy Fallon.
Oh my god.
Jimmy Fallon is also unfunny, and he's a talk show host now.
We have a tendency in this country to find the blandest, most charismaless comedians, just voids of humor, and put them on our television.
Well, considering the time it is now, there aren't a lot of good comedians left, so we can't always have a Johnny Carson or a David Letterman anymore.
Or I was trying to think of a good comedian.
Carlos Mencia.
No, bad.
The jokes are funny, but he just rips them off.
Die! Bad! Okay.
Dee-dee-dee.
No! That is a dark door, one that should remain forever closed. No, you must not read from the book! The Book of Mencia. God. Everything is old as new again. We've got, all the music styles.
Carlos Mencia is not going to make a comeback, is he?
No, but all the music styles from, the 90s come back. We're going to have, a nu metal, resurgence at any moment now. That terrifies me. Carlos Mencia is going to become cool again. He's going to be, hyper woke, and he's going to... What the hell? Damn, that thing climbed across the whole screen.
That's because I was down far enough.
Fucking open your eye! Open your eye! There we go. And die. Never mind. Do-do-do-do.
I'm leaving.
It's going to be terrible. Okay. And I pray that there's not going to be a day when Carlos Mencia slithers his way back onto our television screens.
I'm just picturing, newer bands doing covers of Three Doors Down and Dishwalla.
Oh dear God.
Where else can I go now?
I don't know.
I know I had
You can go to that thing there. I'm pointing at the block that has the hookshot, because you got the hookshot.
Yeah, let's go there real quick because I'm right nearby.
And what about this one? Is hookshot bomb and important?
Well, the important... I think I just kind of used that because one of those... The one that I'm denoting with the importance is actually... I can't go there anymore, but if I use the blue X, it's going to cover up the entire screen, or the entire block, and I didn't want to do that.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't find another way to get about... or go around that.
That's fair.
Alright, where am I now? I am... a couple down... Oh, it's in there.
Hey, open up. Open up, you... What are those things supposed to be?
They're a variation of Moblins. There's a couple of variations of Moblins in this.
They're pig people?
Well, Moblins are pig people.
Oh yeah, this is definitely...
Oh, I'm gonna need the Rock's Feather. Because this is gonna lead to a staircase surrounded by a pit.
No!
Alright. I'm gonna go up to...
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna go up to that square with the hookshot on it up at the northeast. I'm just gonna replace this with a Rock's Feather.
Rock Feather.